Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the best deals I've found on Prime Day for the privacy audience. This is all generally stuff that can be very useful for your privacy, your networking needs, and stuff like that. I'm going to be putting links for all this stuff in the description down below. I'm not sponsored by any product in this video, but I am an affiliate for Amazon, almost just like every other VPN company too. So if you click on those links, it'll help support the channel at no cost to you. But anyways, guys, let's get into the list. So these are some really good deals. First up, we're going to be talking about this more boring device, but still something that's very useful. It's a PoE port. So let's say you run out of ports on your router to plug in stuff with Ethernet. These are very useful. Provide full gigabit access to each one of these. So these are extremely useful for cameras or anything you need to plug in. Let's say, for example, you're in your room, you need to plug in your console to it, your computer. You might start losing the ports. So these are very useful to extend that and give full internet access. So check this out in the description down below. It's around 30% off, usually around $57. Definitely a useful pickup. Next up, we have a pretty good deal on this little SD card. It's branded like Nintendo, but you could get one unbranded like Nintendo as well. It's around $100, which I've heard from people is the cheapest this has ever gone for an SD card, a micro SD card for 1 terabyte. So this is very useful if you want to store stuff on a SD card like this offline or something like that. Definitely a pretty good pickup for gaming or just your kind of computer or storage offline. You can also find them on Amazon without that too. Alright guys, so now we are talking a little bit about security cameras. This is a very good deal, usually around $60 on this Aimcrest 5 megapixel camera. This is going to be something you can store on your own network without any use for application if you don't want. I just made a video about how to actually do it with TorGuard's private cloud solution, being able to remote into your own network and host these security cameras. So if you haven't checked that out, check that out. This is an excellent camera for that kind of thing. You can even get the black version for $45, which is really nice. 20% off. Definitely a solid pickup. Next up, we could talk about some of the other cameras I've found. This one is only $32, a 3 megapixel kind of indoor camera. Definitely a solid pickup. Also has an Ethernet port on the back, which you can use without the application and just use it locally. There's also quite a wide variety of different ones to pick from. This is also a very good option. 5 megapixel bullet camera, $44. Also supports Ethernet, and you don't need to use the application. So really nice for privacy. Here's another one, $44. This one is one that you more mount on the top with a different little angle, but still very solid. 5 megapixel camera, only $44, 20% off. This is 32% off. So this one might be a little bit better of a deal, but this one is still a really good price too. This is one of my favorite cameras I've been using lately. It's a huge wide angle tube camera. It syncs the pictures to kind of get together, and you could get an amazing angle here. I bought this just a week ago for around $160, and I thought it was worth it then, and now it's only $112 at 30% off. This is definitely a good security camera, and just like the other ones, it doesn't require any app. You could view it in your browser or set it up with something like Blue Iris, which I did in my video like I just mentioned. Next up, we have another really good deal on a SD card. This is only $10 for 120 gigabytes. 128 gigabytes is very solid. $20 usually, and now 50% off. You could pick up a bunch of these, store a lot of stuff offline, or use it for any of your devices or something even like a Raspberry Pi. Really good deal. Next up, we have one of these things, which is only 7% off. Well, actually, there was a lightning deal, and that's why I put it in this video, but I guess they're all claimed. So moving on to the next one, there's a lot of good Arrow routers on sale. Now, these aren't necessarily the best for privacy and security, but I've found that they work really, really well with creating a VPN mesh network. Now, what I've done actually is buy a couple of these, hook it up to my private router, which is running WireGuard 24/7, and I put them in bridge mode, and it pretty much just makes my VPN router turn into the world's biggest VPN router mesh network, which is amazing. So if you guys want to do that, it's very easy to do. I got a couple of these ones. This is a pretty good deal, 3 of them, and they provide up to a gigabyte. So really nice, guys. You can even get some more powerful ones. I think this one is slightly more powerful, but these are very good, very easy to set up and work really good if you're wanting to create a VPN router mesh network like mine. Next up, we do have some really good deals on some PCs. This brand right here has been pretty popular lately. This is a really nice looking one. Prime Day deal. I think it's around $100 off. I might be picking up one of these. I do kind of want to flash one of these with the private router's OpenWRT software and turn it into a more powerful router than the one I have. Now, if you guys are wondering what I picked up personally, well, I picked up this $399 mini PC with an i7 11800 with 32 gigabytes of RAM with full expandable storage support. I'm going to be turning this into a private router, OpenWRT router, and I'm also going to be hosting things on it with that software like my R platforms, maybe even something like Nextcloud. This is going to be a complete beast, an incredibly powerful router that will power my whole network. And I'm also going to expand the storage with this really good deal on the Samsung 970 Plus SSD with 2 terabytes. So I'm going to have 2.5 terabytes of storage on this thing, and it looks really cool to boot. So yeah, pretty awesome pickups. So lots of good deals. I'll be putting some links in the description down below for some of these PCs. B-Link is also another good brand that makes pretty good ones, and they're very affordable too with some really good deals. I'll be putting some links down in the description down below. As you can see, tons of deals going on here. Next up, we do have the Google Pixel 7 at 17% off of around $500. I do believe this is the best price we've seen all year on this pretty much brand new phone from last fall. This is an excellent device if you want to host Graphene OS on it. It works perfectly with Graphene OS, probably one of the most secure operating systems you can find. Lastly, guys, there's a lot of good computer deals and stuff like that. So anytime you shop and you want to help support the channel, use my links in the description down below. And no matter what you buy, I'll get a small cutback and I'll help the channel really good into the future. All right, guys, thanks for checking out this quick roundup of some of my top deals I've found for the privacy and networking audience. And I'll see you again very soon.